achieve success in that area as well.
So good. Love
Mhm.
that, man. So how hard is it though to get your license and get to where you need to be so that basically it's a an added thing to your company, what you do, right? So how do I add that? If I want to add it in there, what's the process?
Correct. We actually offer classes in Visalia, and we also have them online through just through the internet. If you want to do a online class or so, you have to complete 32 hours. That it's a state requirement through the state of California. I'm not sure what the requirements for Idaho may be. I think it may be like either 16 hours or so. I don't know why California is more strict on that, but once you get that, we pay for all the licensing courses as well, and then we help you get licensed through your own state. And then from that point on, once you get appointed through our company and through the state, then we're able to work together and help you grow your business, and then teach you the benefits of why insurance is important. Just like real estate, we are in the market to help and serve families to have their biggest purchase in their life, but now let's help them protect it as well. So that's why I decided to go that route as well. So I'm building right now. I'm still in the building phases with my brokerage, but right now I have about 15 added agents that are going through the courses, the classes, and hopefully by the end of next week and early next month, I would say we should have about 8 or 9 of them licensed through the state of California.
Nice.
Hey,
Congratulations, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
hey,
Thank
Damien,
Yeah.
I've got my California life insurance,
Oh, great.
but I know I'm pushing it close. I think I've got it. It may have expired this month. I'm not positive because I didn't do anything with it. I
Okay.
was in finance, so I just need to get. All I need to do is do the CE units, but I have that. So I may be interested in
So
talking
what
with.
would be the process if he gets his CEs going? He's in Idaho, but he's
Okay.
SOIs in California. And so if he wants to get that back active and hang it with your company, what's the process, cost breakdown?
Uh, you know, for
Thing?
you to join my company, it's they call it an independent business application, or a short for IBA. And what that does, it's $99 to get started and $25 per month for the website, and you get the tools with it to create quotes, add the new life applications as well for your client base, and that way you can have all the company information that we offer, trainings, videos, just for your self development as well. That $25 a subscription is not a contract; it's a subscription that allows you to get all those components into your to your product line, basically, right? So, but yeah, we can connect after the call if you like. I'll give you some more information to how to get also appointed through the state of Idaho as well. I'm appointed through the state of Washington State and California, so I have clients, and I also have agents that are spreading the business opportunity over there as well. So I want to expand in all states if I could, but we just got to find the right people that want to do this. It's not a hard business to be in, but it takes skill and a lot of follow up, because we understand that life insurance is not the greatest conversation to have with people, but it's the most responsible one to have. So I do agree that having that added value to your tool belt will give you more significant opportunities just to be talking to people. And I guarantee you that I've helped a lot of people make 2 to 3 thousand extra part time per month. So that's always great. If you need to pay your MLS dues or anything, that's money that comes in on the side to help you stay connected in the real estate market and keep pushing forward. So, but yeah, let's connect. Be happy to help you out.
Good,
Yeah.
man.
Good.
Awesome. Yeah, you see how that happens? How quick? Sweet. All you gotta do is show up to this flipping weekly coaching call and everything good happens.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you when it was an online course through Kaplan that I took it,
Uh huh.
and it wasn't terribly hard. There's some things if you can pass the real estate exam, you can pass this, and the hardest part was seriously sitting there through the classes. But that's just like with real estate.
Exactly. I think everything has to do with discipline. Staying focused, understanding the terms and vocabulary of what everything means, right? Understand that sometimes we don't always get it, but it's just as long as you understand some parts of it, you can actually understand the questions and be able to pass the test. I'll tell you what, like when I first got my license for real estate, it took me 5 tries, guys. And my for me the first test was not just to give up, it was to keep pushing forward, because I've heard stories that licensees that want to take the test and they don't pass the first or second time, they give up and they go back to a job, a job, which stands for just over broke. We have to stay connected, right? And you have to understand that that's just in one obstacle to be able to achieve the greater reward, which is the state license. So they say I can't move mountains, but I can face the mountains and I can climb them one step at a time. So that's the thing. When you don't have the results that you want and you hope for, you just got to get back on the wagon and keep pushing. So just like anything else in business, right? You just have to have that discipline and that mentality to know that, hey, today I may not win, but I learned from this day, and tomorrow I will do better. And eventually the numbers are in my favor. I'm going to win. So that is one of the biggest things that I've learned along my career. I mean, I've been in corporate business for the last 25 years. But when I first started in real estate back in 2018, I was working real estate part-time and I sold 19 houses. So that's me just doing it part-time. So I was still working that full-time corporate job, but then I decided just to go full on in real estate, and then I did a lot of great things there. That's where I met Shawn back during those years. I had a great time with him, and I learned a lot from him as well. And you learn all these things from other people that are also doing great things. So you start to use that in your own personality traits and use that to your benefit, right? So along the way, then I decided to get my life insurance license because I knew I was leaving a lot of opportunities on the table. Because I heard a lot of other people saying, "Hey, life insurance it's a really good business to be part of." I said, "Well, you know what? Let me find out more about this, right?" And I learned from it, and now I'm applying both at the same time. So I call it the infinity loop of opportunity. You're making money left, and you're making money on the right. So another goal is just to educate other people, other agents, and do the same.
So good, man. Thanks, Damian. Thanks for speaking
Yeah.
up, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over from life insurance to we have a new person. Welcome, Mark. How you doing, man? We have Mark on here. So, Mark, you guys know that Legacy's had our in-house insurance company for about 2 years now, and Shaden has helped several of you guys. I know our office in Tulare right now is through Connect One Insurance. And Mark here he's a new agent in our company. Let me fix that real quick. He's a new agent in our company here at Legacy Real Estate, but we have subsidiaries in our companies of Homes of Idaho and Legacy Real Estate. And these subsidiaries are very important key parts of our businesses. It allows us to be able to provide so many opportunities for our clients beyond belief. So Legacy is now expanding into other states where we're creating all these opportunities for brokers to open up their own in-house brokerages in other states. It's been really fun to see and to see this starting to come to fruition, where we basically just give them the keys to the car and they turn it on and run it. They can run their brokerage that easy, which is like simple. So creating this independent indie brokerage opportunity where people can do that is part of also putting together all these packages of deals, subsidiaries that we're able to give them. And so one is Connect One Insurance. And like I said, my office in Tulare is completely insured through Connect One. I couldn't get anything through anyone else that wasn't crazy sky high, and Connect One was able to get it going. So we have Mark on here right now, and he's probably one of the newest licensed at Legacy right now, Mark, I imagine. And he's taken over. He's been doing insurance for many years in other states and in California, and he's going to take over as our insurance agent at Connect One Insurance. Welcome, Mark. What's up, man?
Thank you. How you doing this morning?
Doing great. Tell us about your history
Good.
in doing insurance.
Well, I started actually in Washington.
Yeah.
An agent up there, did life insurance, property and casualty. Was up there for about 8 years, and then made my way down to California. Opened up farmers insurance down here as well. Did a lot of life insurance, a lot of personal lines, and then went off on my own for probably the last 15 years. Kind of found a niche in the ag market, ranches, farms, equestrian related events. Did a lot of insured a lot of events across the nation.
Nice.
It was a fun time, but I wanted to get into real estate. So I started with property management for the last 7 years, managing a retail office, shopping center, and was a part of the sale of that, just for informational purposes, and I really enjoyed that. And got licensed and found you, was recommended by some friends, and found you, and
Whoa, I like that.
I liked what you had to say. And as far as the insurance, I've been doing it for 28 years, so I can do homeowners quotes in my sleep.
Nice.
So, I think whether you guys are working with transaction coordinators, and as soon as the deal hits that stage, you can shotgun an email out to me. I can pull everything up on the MLS. If there's something intrinsically different about the property that will add value or take away value, it would be good to know that. But I should be able to get a quote back easily within 24 hours, but probably quicker than that if I have some time.
Yeah, think about it, guys. You go and you meet a new buyer, or maybe you're trying to get the buyer agency agreement signed, and you talk about, hey, we kind of are a catch-all. We can do it all for you. We can get your homeowner's insurance quote for you. We can help you with your life insurance policies. We can help you with buying this house. We can help you with the loan. We have the in-house lending company, Homefront Mortgage, that's doing really, really well. Jeff is busy. You guys are doing a great job of keeping Jeff busy. Homes of Idaho, you have several different in-house lenders just sitting right there inside of the office. We also have our favorites on our teams that are just come to all of our team meetings and hang out. So, using these subsidiaries, if you tell your clients that you provide it all, you got to remember, you're the gatekeeper. You have a key to open the gate to any door your client needs. Handymen, contractors, insurance, attorneys, CPA. I have my client tomorrow. Tomorrow we're closing escrow on a deal, and yesterday she was saying, Shawn, who do we call? Because this is an inheritance that we got. Who do we call to work on this money? Do we call a CPA or do we call a financial advisor? I suggest both, and I'm going to send you contacts for both right now. These are my preferred. And so now they were like, what? Really? You do that too? Yep, I provide it all. I'm the gate. I have the gate that open, or the key that opens the gate to all these different things for them. So now they know that I can do all that. I use Mark Jennings. I highly suggest Mark Jennings for financial advice. He does all my financial portfolio for investments, for retirements, for all that I have going on. Our family, we trust Mark. Great. So I sent him Mark. My CPA, I use Wisteria, Edwards Barber. I've used them forever. Highly suggest them. And I'm going to continue to do that. I am going to continue to provide it. So Mark is one of those. Mark is on here. He is going to be the one. So have your TC. I highly suggest leverage. Tell your TC that every buyer I give you, I want to get them to have the option of getting a quote from Mark. And so Mark should be busy all the time. All day long, he could be easily doing these quotes. I don't want him doing them all, though, because I want him selling real estate, too, because that's his passion, what he wants to do. But knowing that you've got this key right here in-house that can do that for you guys, use Mark. Just use him. Get to know him. He's very knowledgeable in the insurance industry and quickly picking it up in the real estate industry. And so we're happy you're here, Mark. Thanks, man, for being here today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
For sure. Definitely. All right, guys. What is the most important thing you guys want to coach on today before I jump into this full bore? Is there anything struggling in your business that you need some help with this week? Production based. I can teach you to write contracts all day long, but that's for another call. Let's talk about production based. What do you need to help you get into production now that you're struggling with? Anything specific? Going once, going twice, and doesn't mean you can't speak up after I get past 3, because you can speak up after I get past 3 and say, hey, all right, you just brought this up and I need to talk about this. So I want to make sure every one of you has access to the coaching platform. Eisenhower Coaching and Training is where it's at. Some of you know that we have some events coming up in California, and all of you in Idaho are invited to come to those events. We've had some of these same big speakers in Idaho as well. Some of you guys are going to recognize them. I sent out an email this morning. I've been sending it out constantly. When you get these emails from me, and this is for the legacy side, Homes of Idaho side, Sage has been sending emails out too about this stuff too. but this is in California, this one. And when you get these emails, I want you to reference this button right here. I don't know why our emails do this, but it doesn't display them right away. So make sure you click that button to display the beautiful pictures. You got to see the pictures. So this guy right here, I did put it on the calendar. And for those of you in Idaho, I'll send you the link for that. If you don't get it from me, email me, Cardoza at Shawn at CardozaREgroup.com, and I'll send you the link for this one. You can register for it. For those of you in California, I already registered for it. I put the link in there. I want to make sure you guys have the legacy calendar downloaded. Homes of Idaho, you better have that Homes of Idaho calendar downloaded. Homes International, make sure you have that Homes International calendar downloaded. It's the Homes of Idaho calendar. So this is an important link right there. When you click on it, it's going to take you over to the calendar. That's the legacy calendar. And this is what it looks like. So today is mastering, and this is, by the way, Idaho time, so I'm in Idaho, so it's at 12 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. But it's this one right here that I was just showing you. It's mastering YouTube. Plugged in, real estate meets the algorithm. So it's going to be about YouTube, guys. It's going to be a good one. So Nick Baldwin is the creator, co-creator, co-founder of Lab Coat Agents. He's also an Eisenhower coaching and consulting, Eisenhower coaching and training coach. Focuses on social media, YouTube. He's huge in YouTube, big, huge following. Lab Coat Agents, if you're not following Lab Coat Agents, go follow it. It's what is his partner's name? I don't know why I can't brain fart right now. Can't remember his partner right now, but Nick is one of the co-founders and he's a genius in this stuff. I see his YouTube stuff all the time. He does really well. So he's going to be teaching on that. Make sure you get that. All right. Secondly, we have these big speakers coming. So Brian Eisenhower is going to be speaking, Natalie Morgan, Rick Gray. Some of you in Homes of Idaho saw Natalie Morgan and Rick Gray last January, February at the big event. I want you guys to register for this. $25 is cheap. And it's basically you're paying for your food because we're providing you lunch. And it's a really good lunch too. So $25 is to basically pay for the food and the room, but it's not even covering that. It's barely going to pay for the food. So it's worth it. We're paying out of pocket for you to come to this, and we're bringing you big speakers. If you're in Idaho and you want to go to this, you certainly can. You just got to drive over. It's only 12 hours, or fly over. It's up to you. Okay. Big speakers. So Elias, we got to see at Inman. He's an awesome coach, has his own coaching company. He is with EXP. I feel bad for him, but he's with EXP, and anyway, he has several teams that he runs. So he runs a bunch of big teams, but he coaches huge teams. He is a speaker that's going to hit you hard nose. He's going to teach you a hard nose way to do this. He's not going to hold back. Natalie she's going to jump into your KB Core Bold Trail stuff and how she even will do it for you if you want her to. There's a cost to do it where she'll set your systems up so they automatically flow. Rick Gray is an AI expert. I would say he's like his system is like ChatGPT on steroids. I say it's like Jarvis, where you can move things around. I use it so much. It's called not Spokio. Oh my gosh, I am horrible today with my brain fart stuff. So it's Whoozy.ai is his company. And then there's, of course, Brian Eisenhower. And so all of you, because you're coaching with me, because Colby coaches with our company at Eisenhower Coaching and Consulting, and so does Jenny Madrid. Your brokers are coaching or coaches with ICT. Because of that, you all have access to this platform. You better be on here daily. I am on here every day going through something, and if I'm doing it, why aren't you doing it? And I'm coaching on it. So I want to make sure you know that you need to be on this. You can see that some of these I haven't even finished yet. I'm in the middle of them. These are brand new modules that came out right here. If you don't use Canva, I used it this morning, guys, Canva. I use it every day. If you're not on Canva and know how to use Canva, there's a link on how to teach you how to do it. But the one I want you guys to make sure, all new agents, if you're new in here, if you're not new and you haven't been through this, then by golly, you better go through it. Let's sharpen those skills. There's the team onboarding module series. There's success mindset. But the ones that I highly suggest for new agents is either new agent blueprint. And if, like I said, if you're not new, you've been doing this for 20 years, but you haven't been through this, Go through it. It's going to sharpen your skills. Or SOI modules, both very good modules. They're both kind of similar, but they're extremely important for all new agents to go through. Okay, very important. I want to make sure you guys go through that. Social media is a very good one, especially module 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good modules to go through. I go through them again every once in a while. Agent financials. Agents struggle with running their business like a business. This is a very short module series, and I had my coaching call with Brian yesterday, and he hit on this one really hard. The importance of all the coaching clients, of everybody going through agent financials. It only takes you could probably get through it in one day very easily, but it's going to change the game and how you run your financials. Our entire legacy brokerage runs through this financial series right here. This is how we run our brokerage, and it's segregating separate accounts and making sure every check that you get paid is distributed over the accounts, from the marketing account to the tax account, which is also a savings account because you may not need all those taxes. And it shows you how to do it. It teaches you how to make sure you're using your P&L every week to understand how you're running your business correctly. And it explains how, like, even paying yourself is actually added back into your GCI, into your total overall money that you're making. It's such a good module series in teaching how to use the P&L and understanding the P&L, because if you're going to look at a P&L, you're going to go, oh, that's what it is. My profit and loss is here. No, there's some of those expenses that you add back into the top that are on your P&L. And this one shows you how to do it. It allows you to see your true GCI. Because, yeah, brokerage takes all this stuff out. Teams take this out. All the expenses of photographers and sign installers and signs and lock boxes and, all the stuff it takes to run your business is your income. You got to add it back in there. You did make it. It just got paid. If you're on a team, typically the team leader pays it for you, and you're paying a split. You got to add it back in there because that is your GCI. It just paid expenses. If a brokerage is an expense, you got to add that back in there. So anyway, the profit and loss goes over that. He goes over that in detail. Very good module series. But as you see, there's several pages here on the bottom. You will not lose or waste any time if you're going in here every day. Spend some time in there, guys. The YouTube channel. I want to make sure you guys know the podcast. I did put the link that I went over last week inside of the group chat. You can all see that right now. I want to show you the one I made. Did you guys, anyone make any in here yet in the auto reels? We're getting ready to do an onboarding for all of you. They sent it out yesterday. They want to do an onboarding for everybody on auto reels. It's really cool. I'm going to show it to you. That fire's not really in that fireplace. It's not really there. These are pictures. It took me like 10 minutes max, and that wasn't me. All I did was take the Zillow link, copied it, pasted it in there, hit go, and it immediately pulled all the photos from there in there, started working on it. It said, hey, you want to throw music in there? I said, sure, throw some music in there. So I clicked a button. I didn't even know what music I picked, but it sounds pretty good. And then moments later, it was done. That's all I did. I literally, the 10 minutes was the time for it to do it off of the Zillow link. And it threw a fire in the fireplace. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about this. Look at that fire. It looks like it's really burning. It's not really there. Pretty cool, huh? You guys like that? So that's all of you have access to this. It's something that we're paying for our company, Homes International, Homes of Idaho, Legacy Real Estate, the umbrella you're under. We're actually paying for a ton of them. You do have to pay for them, but you get them at a really cool discounted price. We're talking for the price of a freaking Starbucks coffee, a really frilly one. Practically, you can pay for it and do this. So I made my first one, and I'm going to make some more because I have a few more that just went active. It's totally worth it. And then these are reels. You can turn around and just put it in reels. You got to do the 4-to-1 ratio we teach on social media. 4 personal posts, 1 real estate post, or minimum 3 to 5 ratio, 3 personal posts, 2 real estate posts per week. I would rather see this video on a reel than something boring like, hey, let me walk you through this house. No, that's boring. Don't do that. So Auto Reels is available. It's good stuff. I want to talk about a book that I have been trying to get more people to read. And at first I was a little worried about it. My brother recommended this book to me. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics or Cybernetics, Psycho-Cybernetics. I struggle with these words. Have you read that book? Anyone read that book? Psycho-Cybernetics. So our brains have the capability of doing way more than you're currently doing right now. 71% of agents didn't sell anything in 2024. 71% of realtors did not sell a single thing in 2024. And why is that? The very first chapter in there is about your self-image, and it breaks it down. And we're not talking like, I believe I can do this. I did do it. I just need to go through the motions, which I've told you that many times. And it is a true statement, right? You believe you can do it, you can do it. But it breaks it down into an even more in-depth way about how our creator in this world, who created our amazing bodies and minds in his own image, created this brain that is so amazing. All right. And do you realize that you have this really cool, what we call it's a built-in guidance system. You have a built-in guidance system, like a missile that gets launched and it hits its target because it's guided there. Your body has the ability to do that. If you have something on your desk right now and I was to say, hey, go ahead and pick that up, and you pick it up without even thinking about it, your brain was telling your shoulder to tell these muscles and these things to go like that and to pick that up. But you didn't even think about it. When you're a kid and you're 16 years old, you're 15 years old in Idaho, and they're working on getting their driver's license, and they're all over the road, and they're like not sure how to control the car, something like that. It's because they haven't taught their brain yet. They're how to just do it like clockwork. When you drive now, you get in the car, you put it in drive and go. You're half the time you're on a cell phone, making a phone call. You're doing this, you're doing that. You put the blinker on. You don't even realize you put the blinker on. Your brain just automatically does it now, because it's second nature, because you've taught yourself, you've taught your brain. That's how amazing our brain is, to do those things. Driving a car is like clockwork for you, but for someone new kid, it's not. They're kind of all over, and then they start learning the movements and the gas pedal and the brake and all that. Next thing you know it, they're just driving. They're not even thinking about it. It's a scary thing, because I've got another one that's going to be driving in a couple of years. Scary stuff. But that's how our brain works. It's pretty amazing. The chronic failure in real estate agents is a serious matter, though. And I don't want that to be you guys. I want you to realize your capability. I want you to realize the keys to a better life. I want you to realize and discover for yourself your own ability and how you're capable of doing so much more. But it does go back to this first chapter. You're going to want to listen to it twice. I think I listened to it at least twice, because I was like, wow, that was powerful. Now, the prologue, I was like, I needed to get through this. It was good. It held me up, because I actually started reading the book a year ago, 2 years ago. But now I've gotten past it, and I got into the first, second, third chapter. I think I'm through chapter 3 right now, and I'm like, dang, this is good, really good. The reason why I started picking it up again is because the coach that's going to be coming to the Legacy event mentioned it, Elias. And I'm like, man, my brother told me to read that book, and he's a mindset coach. My brother's a mindset life coach. His name's Matt Morgan. And he's a life coach. He also is a personal trainer. He does all this. And he told me to read the book like 2 years ago. And I started it and put it down. But then Elias mentioned it. And I'm like, all right, now I got a real estate coach mentioning this book. Gosh dang it, I better pick it up and go through this book. So I started going through it. Keys to a Better Life. Your past experiences cause you to fail, and you don't even realize it right now. Maybe the success
Hey, Paul, you're the host now.
I'm sitting here talking to you and I'm muted. I was just asking, I was like, is anyone else is it
I know,
frozen?
I'm looking
I
at
see everyone else
everybody's
moving.
faces and they're all moving and I'm like, okay, it can't just be me. So go ahead, continue.
Oh,
Okay, he came back.
I'm
did he?
glad you guys hung around there. I'm glad you waited. The entire Homes of Idaho office internet went down right now. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Was I boring you that much that you decided to just leave me? Or
Yeah,
did
I
I
just decided to take over. I just
just
started coaching on my
Yeah,
own.
it made Paul the host.
nice, Paul. Way to go. Take all yours. Oh
You
my
know, it was funny because I was just texting someone else that's a realtor that's not in this call that should be. I was just
mm.
like, "Hey, I was in Napa this weekend, and I pulled over a cop and gave him my business card, and he's texting me right now."
Wow, that easy.
Yeah, it's well, most cops don't get pulled over by civilians for anything, good.
How did you pull over a cop?
I got out of my car and ran up to his car.
Oh my gosh, I'm like,
I'll do that because I went to the academy out there and it was there was a wine tasting thing and I just went up there and I was like, hey, if you know anybody that's looking for homes, I gave him a bunch of business cards and he just reached out to me. He's coming out in springtime.
nice. That's so cool. That's awesome, Paul. Good job, man.
Thanks.
You guys want me to continue? Do you like what I'm talking about so
Sean,
far?
yes, Sean, if you don't mind, if you can text the book on the messenger right here. I do listen to Audible quite often. Pretty much when I go work out at the gym, I go to the gym at around 5 in the morning and I
Mhm.
listen to my books and I work out. So I'm exercising my mind and my body. And what I like about that is that, you see other types of people there. They're older, more business oriented, so I could connect with people like that. So then I'll just, throw some nice little mindset little things to the people that are working out next door or next to me, and we start conversating, and we start talking about opportunities, business, and goals and desires, and then that's how you start to get the opportunities to make an opportunity for real estate or even insurance. So it's just connecting with people like that. So if you don't mind
Yeah,
doing that.
that's right on. I'm gonna throw just a quick little picture of it in the group chat real quick. And that way you can see the picture of it and then I'll share it too. So just threw a picture of it in the group chat.
Okay.
Maxwell Maltz is the guy. So that one, this book literally starts breaking it down and I'm the same thing as you, Damien. We've got to have structured schedules, us realtors. If we don't, and you don't stick to it, the consistency goes away. You fail. Next thing you know it, you've got a whirlwind going on. It's part of 4 disciplines of execution that we cover on Mondays. Is that whirlwind starts really truly happening in your business. Next thing you know it, you're lost. You're not sure where to go, what to do, what's the next step. Why am I failing? Why is my business not happening? Why am I not selling real estate? Why is nobody calling me? Why, when I call people, I don't get calls back? That starts to affect you to the point to where you're like, I don't even want to make calls anymore. I don't want to do it. The brain shot. Things are changing. And I'm telling you, sticking to that structured schedule. I get up right around 5:15-ish. I'm in the gym by 5:30. I am the farthest from being a morning person, but I'm doing it. Why? It's part of my job. I have to do it. I have to get up in the morning. It's a 5 day a week thing, right? I got to get up in the morning, got to do it. And then all of a sudden my day starts getting better because now I can watch the sun come up. I love it, even though that I'm not a morning person. But I sleep in on Saturday. I'm telling you, don't go call me before 8 o'clock. Now, I might not get up till 9. I love sleeping in, but that's this. If you're treating this like a true job, it starts with your mindset. To get that mindset right, to set things in motion from day to day, to making sure that every day counts 5 days a week. Start your morning off the same. Start your lead generation time the same. Start on time. So important. Get started on time and then do the daily tasks that you need to do to be successful. What are the most important key pillars of your business that are holding your business up so it doesn't drown? So it doesn't fall into the lake or the ocean. What's the pillars that are keeping your house held up? Your house is your business, and the pillars are what's feeding it. What are those pillars of your business, lead measures, ABIs, activity-based indicators, Brian Eisenhower likes to call them. What are they? Do you know exactly what are the things that are the most important things to feed your business? All right, so once you believe in what you're doing and believe that you can change that mindset, once you believe in that, you can start to act on it. And once you act on it, the real true belief starts to happen. You act like a person you perceive yourself to be. So if you perceive yourself to be, I don't know if I can do this, I'm just figuring it out, not sure if I can do it, I feel like maybe I'll start looking at other jobs at the same time because I'm not sure if I can do the real estate. And that mindset starts going to the I'm not sure, I'm testing the waters, I'm just seeing what's going to happen. That's where you're going to go. That's the first chapter of this book. That's where you're going to go. You're going to go to that place. If you start believing that I can do this, I will do this, and it's more than just that. It's more than just saying it. It's a belief. You really, truly have to train your brain to believe you have the capability. If you got embarrassed in high school, if you got embarrassed or you failed once and you're embarrassed because you failed, you got to get that out of there. It truly is a fail forward situation. I'm going to read a quote to you here in a minute that I sent to my team yesterday that was so powerful and it meant so much that I had a lot of people react to it. People on the chat, thank you guys that were on here that reacted to that. It's a true thing. There's a mindset thing, a mind blowing for top producers. You believe you could be a top producer and you truly believe it inside internally, you will be a top producer. There's motions that will have to go through there to get there, and you believe you can do it. You'll do the tasks that need to happen, even though they're not always successful every day. You still got to do them and watch the magic start to happen. It's really fun to see. If you act like the person you perceive yourself to be, if you perceive yourself to fail, you will fail even if a perfect situation falls in your lap. Think about that for a second. If I got a call and this person wanted to sell, but I don't believe I can handle this call or I don't believe I know what to say, I'm going to fail on that call. But if I give it my all and I talk to them like a human being and I be myself and I believe that I can sell real estate and I believe I can sell at a high level, then when that perfect call comes, your conversation is going to be so much more fun and different. You're going to close it. But if you fail and you think of a failure attitude, it's going to fall in your lap. You're still going to fail. That even if it's a perfect situation that you should be selling them a house right now or helping them in their hardest situation in their life, what are they going through that you're going to help them through besides selling a house? Tell a salesman that it's only an idea that they can only reach a certain level of sales, and they will. If you tell a salesman that, you only have the capability of doing this. You're never going to make it here. But you can make it here. I guarantee it. Guess what? If they believe what you're saying, that's where they're going to go. You've got to believe you can. That should encourage you to be like, I'm going to show this person that I can do even more. You believe you can beat it. Can a person change their image? Oh man, yeah, you can. History has proven that someone can change. If you had a rough life, rough childhood, and you're struggling through life and you're not sure and you have a lot of negativity going in, because we all have things we're going through in our life. We've all been beat down and had difficult pasts, but you can change that. An old pastor of mine called it breaking the chains. Breaking the chains, you're bound down. You're bound to your history. You're bound to what you've gone through in your life, and it's holding you down. It's chaining you down to the ground. You got to break those chains and move forward. Can a criminal change and be a stand-up citizen? Yeah, we've seen it time and time again. How about a surgeon? If a surgeon, do I want a confident surgeon doing my surgery or a non-confident surgeon? Now, if that one doesn't resonate to you right now, as a real estate professional, do you want a real estate professional that believes in themselves and believes they can sell my house and believes they can get top dollar for my house? Or do you want someone that's just, I'm not sure, I'm still learning type of attitude? I don't care if you just got your license yesterday and you don't know what to do. You need to believe you do know what to do. You need to believe it and start studying every day on what to do. First step first, you should read the contracts from beginning to end. If you have not pulled out a real estate purchase agreement or a listing agreement and read it from beginning to end, by golly, do that as soon as this call's over. Step one, because it's going to teach you how to do real estate. It's going to teach you how to talk the talk. It's going to teach you what to say and what to do. If you understand the contracts, you can sell real estate, and the contracts are not hard. A lot of times you're like, people call me and I'll be like, my own daughter, she's not on here. Shaden, you should be on here, girl, because I've told her, have you read the contract? No, go read it. Oh, I see it. That's right. You got to read it. And if you read it, you're going to get your answers 9 times out of 10. So brand new agent, you better go read the contract and then watch how much better you're going to do next time you talk to somebody, because you already know the rules to the game. I mean, you think you should have got it in training, but I'm telling you, what they teach you in training, I would say forget it. Let's learn now. Read the contract, because what they taught you is good stuff, but they're always trying to trick you on different questions in the test and all that. And I hate the bureaucratic side of that, of the testing, of the state testing. It drives me nuts. There's always 2 right answers. Come on, man, just teach me the stuff. Just teach me. Right? So go read the contract and then watch what happens. You can do this. The success mechanism. All right. Man built an electric brain and figured out our creator created a brain that's so unique, it'll pretty much never be mimicked. Emotions, creations, and inventions, only this brain can do that. Let's talk about AI, right? So AI is amazing. Some say it's basically so much faster than the human brain. It can do so much more than the human brain. Do you agree with that? I mean, it can do things so fast. Let me ask you this. How many times have you gotten frustrated because it wasn't giving you the exact answer you want? Let me ask you this. How good is that AI without the driver? That's your brain. You're the driver. It's worthless. It's trash without the creator or the driver. I'm sorry, the driver. You've got to drive it, meaning your brain is so much more powerful than that AI. Because without you to drive it to what it's going to do, there is no AI. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be there. You know, so the scientists have said that it could take light years before they create a brain as amazing as our brain. And in that book, it talks about the amount of billions of kilowatts that goes through our brain. And so for them to be able to mimic that amount of power in a brain that they're trying to create that mimics the human brain, it's almost impossible. They're trying, and they may get it someday, but it's still going to need a driver. It's still going to need somebody to create it and get it to go and get it to move. Our brain is powerful. Our almighty creator created a pretty amazing thing here. And I talked about the guidance system. We talk about how like animals and squirrels have, they're born in the spring, but how do they know to collect nuts? How do they know to do that? Nobody teaches them. They just know. So a lot of them, like animals and different things like that, they just automatically know. How do they know to get out there and fly? How does an eagle know how to get out there and fly? It's just automatic, second nature. And for us as human beings, we're more powerful than that. We're so much more powerful, and you are so much more powerful than what you make yourself up to be right now. Think about how much better you can be if you just simply believe in yourself and believe you can do it. You're crazy powerful, guys. Crazy powerful. All right. So tell me this. Where are you going to go from there? Where are you going to go from here today? What's the first step that you got planned after this call's over? Download the book. Start reading it.
I am for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One thing, Sean. I've read a lot of self-development books. Last year, I think I read about 15 of them. And I like to take notes and pause, and my note app is full of notes, and I date it and things like that. But one of the 3 things that I learned that helps people get momentum, it first talks, it's motivation, right? Like, how do you get motivation? You have to get that first little win to really get the train cranking, right? So when you get that progress, which is the second thing, it sends the momentum. So you have to have the motivation, the progress, and momentum. So how do you get those things? So we have to break those down into action plans, right? So that's another thing that I like to talk to you about that we can implement for the trainings and things like that, but I like the way that these books come up, and I get to enjoy new information so I can better myself and my team.
So yeah, I mean,
Yep.
exactly. The books, and I'm not a book reader, guys. I'm not a book reader. I'm not a book reader. I do Audible. I love Audible. Will I read a book? Yeah, it's the Bible. I read that every morning. I spend a little bit of time in there and learn a little more about what God's got planned and how I can be a better man for people and a better person for people in this world. That's the only book I read. Other than that, it's Audible. So nobody says that. I mean, to me, Audible is just as good as watching a YouTube video. Take notes. I have so many notes. Everything I was going over right now is from this Psycho Cybernetics book that I'm taking notes right here on my phone. Take a lot of notes about what you're discovering, what you're going over, and share it with somebody. If you don't believe it yourself that you can share it, once you can teach it, that's when you're starting to master your trade. So share what you're doing with people, talk about it often, and watch the power happen. Holy mackerel. You guys need to be doing one thing every day. And that's a module series, a book, some sort of video that's going to move your career. I gave you the tools today to do that I want you to go through. But here's the thing. If you come to me and say, Shawn, I finished that module series, I'm going to say, okay, how many deals have you closed? And you say, none. I don't know what to do next. I'm going to say, all right, you didn't read it. You didn't watch the modules because the modules are telling you what to do tomorrow. And if you go through, I always tell people in that SOI module series, there's at least 5 to 10 closings sitting inside of there. So if you didn't close 5 to 10 after watching those module series, then you didn't do what it was telling you. If someone tells me, hey, Shawn, I'm not going to say, okay, well, did you apply it? Have you read the book Atomic Habits yet? Have you read the book Eat That Frog that I suggested? Have you read the book Miracle Morning that I suggested? Did you read Psycho Cybernetics that I'm suggesting? Have you done this stuff? Because I'm telling you that if you do it, what I'm telling you to do, or what the module's teaching you, watch the magic happen. So here's the things I promised you that I was going to share with you today, okay? The quotes. Your potential means nothing without execution. Your potential means nothing without execution. There's no reward in dreamers. There's no reward in dreamers, only doers. There's reward in doers, okay? Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. That moment doesn't exist. If you're saying you're going to make a certain amount of calls, door knocks this week, open houses this month, don't wait for someone else. Get out there and do it because there's no perfect time or moment to start. You won't find it. You'll keep putting it off. That moment does not exist. Number 2, no one's going to save you. There is no heroes. I'm sorry. No one's going to save you. You're the hero of your own life. Take responsibility for your life. Your success is your failure. For your life, your success and your failures. Take responsibility for your life, your success, and your failures. Okay, and that's okay to fail. We fail forward. That's the fun part about failure. It's a learning opportunity to fail forward. It's liberating and terrifying at the same time to get yourself uncomfortable and get out of there. Number 3, comfort. Comfort's the enemy of growth. Comfort is the enemy of growth. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. Sorry. You cannot sit in that comfort zone bubble that I've showed you guys. I've shown you the comfort zone bubble. If you want to see it again, I can pull it up right now. That bubble requires nothing to sit in it. Nothing. You can sit in front of the TV all day. You can do laundry, all this. You can go mow the lawn. You can go trim the trees. That's a comfort zone. You feel comfortable there because you've done it. You know how to do it. It's because you've done it and you know how to do it. Getting uncomfortable is getting out there and doing something totally different. That is the fear zone. It's the next layer. And it's so hard to live in that fear zone because we all don't like it. I'm with you. I hate it. I hate the fear zone. But once you push past that fear zone, your comfort zone expanded past that fear zone. Now you're in the learning zone. That's where I love sitting because I'm learning every day new things. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place. Is on the other side of the fear. That's the learning. That's the learning zone. It's in the other side of the fear zone. Embrace discomfort, and seek out challenges. The most successful people aren't the ones who avoid failures. They're the ones who use it as a stepping stone. Go get it, guys. It's not going to come to you. You've got to plan your day out and execute the plan. Plan it and execute it. Or plan it and go do something else. Go trim the trees. I don't care. Go do it. I hate to tell you, but you're not gonna grow. You got to get uncomfortable today, tomorrow, every day of the week. And then let's talk next Wednesday and tell me how that worked out for you. Because you're gonna get some rejection. And that's okay. Laugh about it. If you can't laugh about some rejection, you're not gonna learn. You're not gonna grow. So go get it, guys. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. Just give me a call. You know it. You know my number.
Shawn, can I add one more thing to the team?
Yeah.
So, this is a good story about me being uncomfortable. I went house searching and I looked at these nice houses in Clovis. I'm not sure if everybody knows where Clovis is, but you and I both know where Clovis is at. So that's a higher end town. And I went to look at these houses that had nice landscaping. What I did is I knocked on their door and I met with the homeowners and I asked them, hey, who is your landscaper? Because your lawn is very, very beautiful. And of course, they brag about their lawn because they're so proud of it. So they state, oh, well, talk to this landscaper. He does my work. He does a great job. I said, great. I'm a realtor. I have other clients that want to sell their home, but they're looking for a good landscaper. And by the way, how long have you lived here? How's the schools here? So then we discovered that they were planning to move to Gilbert, Arizona, which is another high-end town in a different state. And guess what? I listed their house.
Nice.
And that deal,
Good
I'll
job.
tell you guys, this house was about 780,000, give or take, if I remember correctly. And I made about $21,000 on that deal, just because of the landscaper. So
Yeah.
then what I did is I called the landscaper. I said, hey, just wanted to connect with you. I was referred to connect with you by my client. And I said, yes. Yeah, they're great, great owners. I said, great. Who do you know in your book of business that wants to sell their house? Because I'm sure they're going to ask you to mow their lawn
Yeah.
or get their house prepared. So I use that as another bridge to connect with another person, right? So it's just getting out of your comfort zone and just know that you are the expert. Even though you don't know all the things,
Okay.
that can just take you to the next stage, to the next progress. So that's one thing that I want to add to you guys.
Yeah. You're not going to know it all, but until you start having those conversations and getting yourself uncomfortable. I mean, it's just all about getting to know somebody. Huh? What are you looking to do? Oh yeah, you're a landscaper. Yeah, well, I'm a real estate agent. So yeah, how maybe we can work together. Next thing you know, well, that's crazy because I'm actually looking to sell my house. And if you wouldn't have stopped and asked those questions, you wouldn't have sold the house. You got to get uncomfortable and have conversations. I shared this with my team and I'm going to share it with you guys. And I want to say that I am not a writer, so don't make fun of me. This is not an AI book, guys. This took me 2 years to write, and it's probably I need to work on it more. I will say it's done. I finished it. So part two might be a little better writing because I'm not a writer, but this is the cover of a new book that my first book, and it's a little bit about my life and getting started in real estate and where I came from, what I'm doing. It goes back a little bit, but then it gets in a little training and using God to how God can be involved in every one of your relationships, and how, it's all about serving people. It's an amazing opportunity. So this is a book I wrote. Please, when it comes out in a couple months, about a month, hopefully. I'm hoping to have some copies for the event on September 10th. They're trying to see if they can get them to me in time. So it'll be out within the week of that September 10th. But I'm excited about it, guys. I'm excited that I actually wrote a book. I can't believe it. It's pretty crazy. And I'm working on a few others, but I'm not working as hard as I did. This one was a hit miss. I pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down for like 2 years, maybe more than 2 years. So keep a lookout for that. I'm excited it's coming out, and don't make fun of me. I'm not a writer. It's probably horrible, everything, but I did have an editor fully edit it because I'm not very good at writing. I'm good at teaching real estate. Have a good week, guys. Go get it. Have fun. Go get it. Have fun
Take
doing
care,
it.
Shawn. Yeah,
See you guys.
have a good
Thanks,
one.
John.